Hello guys, I'm Chitaku, VTuber from Universo Valorant. First of all, welcome to VCT Americas again. And my question is for Asuna. Asuna, you are currently one of the most experienced players on the team. How have you been able to use your experience to help to new members of the team?
Yeah, we have two new players, Vora and Timotino. So just trying to teach them like the small things and the little details. Throughout the like right now we're doing media, uh, like tech check, media training, stuff like that. So just helping them, the small things and like moving into LA and everything like that. And then in game, just they have their own way of playing. And honestly, I don't need to really teach them anything because they're already experienced. They've been playing in tier 2, and honestly, they might be teaching me stuff in game. So I don't think experience in this game, Valorant, how like it's only been 3 years of franchising and new talent's going to come in. And honestly, you should always just be open to learning no matter how experienced you are. So, I feel like I'm doing more out of game stuff and they're doing more for me in game.
Thank you so much.
All right. Our next question is going to come from Miguel from Sons of KS.
Thank you so much. Hello, guys. Happy New Year. My name is Miguel Soriano for Sons of KS in Latin America. And my first question would be for Bang. You come home after your pace for over Sentinels and having all of the experience you had there. How do you think your past experience with Sentinels could add up to the new 100 Thieves you're in, and and the games you have up in the season?
Yeah, I think I learned a lot playing with Sentinels for a year. I feel like obviously it's a completely different team and a completely different environment, coaching staff, everything like that. So I feel like I kind of took a different perspective on the game and how to win in a different way. So I feel like the most I've won in my career was probably in 2024, and then the second most is in Sentinels in 2025. So I feel like, and we definitely had very different methods into approach and how we approach the game. So I feel like understanding both of those methods, I can kind of bring kind of both of those things to this new team with new coaching staff. Is what I've learned between those 2 years. I could just be helpful in that regard whenever I'm talking to my teammates.
Thank you so much. And if I may have a quick follow-up, a question for Timotino. You are the new blood in the team. Historically, tier 2 players come to tier 1 with a bang, and they start like breaking schemes and everything. So, what expectation and how do you feel with this upcoming start of the kickoff, and what are your expectations for this year with 100 Thieves?
I mean, like my thing is like my goal this season is I'd love to qualify for an international event. I went to Ascension, I went to Brazil, and it was like a great experience, and I want to replicate that and do that again. I mean, scrims have been going really, really good, and I'm expecting a great show on our next match against Lev. I'm really excited, and I think it's gonna be great.
Thank you so much, and hopefully you guys make it to the playoffs on stage 2. Go to Sao Paulo once again. Well, thank you so much, guys, and best of luck for the starting of the VCT Americas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I think our next question is coming from Shayo.
Yeah, hi, it's Shire Wager. This is a question for Timotino. You on TSM, absolutely just crazy powerhouse. How did things look like in prep in a tier 2 team like TSM coming up to 100 Thieves now? The prep, you say scrims are going really well. How do you guys organize things for you, the pressure in practice? How different is it playing for 100 Thieves now in preparation versus TSM?
I mean, it's really similar, obviously, because I have my IGL coming. I have my IGL and my coach coming from TSM, NBS, and Vora. So like the system is really similar. So like it's not really a question of like integrating because I already like know how things like go with both NBS and Vora. So it's just a question of like being more confident and playing my own game. It's just like more like micro things, I would say. It's not really a big question of like integrating the system. So I mean, it's been a pretty easy like transition from tier 2 to tier 1 for me.
Awesome, man. Yeah, nice. Good luck. Good luck in the season. It's going to be dope to watch.
Thank you so much.
All right. Our next question is coming from Ichiman.
Oh,
That
gold.
was actually golden.
Sorry about that.
I think it was Narcas, but
Okay, it's going to be hard to it's gonna it's gonna be me. So first of all, hello guys, I'm Golden Independent Journalist, and first of all, happy New Year! Congratulations for Timotino to join in VCT. Finally, it's good to see you in the big stage. And my question is actually for you, Timotino. You have any like rituals or something for like preparation before a match? Because some players say that, for example, in the previous press conference, Exter said that he likes to clap a lot of times, but every player has something unique. So, do you have anything unique to prepare yourself before a match?
Yeah, I mean, my main thing is that helps me a lot with like nervousness and being nervous is like breathing exercises. I've done that for a long time. Or like before a match, I just do like my meditation routine where I just sit in silence for like 10 to 15 minutes and I breathe, and that helps me like stay focused whenever I have a match. That would probably be my main thing.
Okay, thank you, and good luck next week against Leviathan in your debut in VCT.
All right. Our next question is now from Ichiman.
Hi, this is Ichiman from Colombia. My question goes to whoever want to answer. If you three do it, that would be really appreciated. Is there any specific player or team you want to play against the most?
Honestly, I think Lev was I want to play Lev with their full five. I think them having a stand-in is a bit unfortunate, and I'm really high on all like the 3 players that they got from Lev Academy. I think they're all really good, and expect them to do great things. So it's just gonna be interesting watching them play, especially after watching them, play in tier 2 for the entire time. And I think the way Lev constructs their roster is like one of one, and I think that should be how most teams construct their roster and how the future of Valorant should go. So I hope they do the best, and wishing them a good year, honestly.
Yeah, me personally, I'd love to place a team like MIBR. It's like some of the best players in the world all in one team, like insane firepower. Like my goal is to play against the best, so like a team like MIBR would be a dream to play against.
For me, I'd actually say internationally, I want to go to like Paper X, because I feel like they have a roster that's probably the best we've ever seen it throughout the entire them being a team. Basically, I think they have like basically a team with like no weak points. They just have insane mechanical players on every end. So I feel like this is the best version of them, and I want to play against them when they're at their best again. So I feel like I'd be most excited to play against them if we make it internationals.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for answer.
All right. Our next question is going to come from Nerdscast.
Hello, nerds. Independent freelance commentator, journalist from the United States. I actually had a question for Timo that I'm now going to flip to Bang and Asuna. Is about the system. How are you guys slotting into it with new coaches coming in? Obviously, Asuna, you had the previous system with Xander and Zix. Bang, you're coming back into the system. So how are you guys feeling in it? And then I have a follow up.
Do you want to go first or me?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. I think honestly, it's pretty similar to a lot of my other coaches. Nothing about the day to day is really big difference. It's just mainly the discipline and I don't want to say strictness because not the correct word, but just like fundamentals in the sense of making sure they're consistent even in scrims to a very higher degree than we did previously. And I think that's like the biggest takeaway overall. Just playing a different game that Vora wants to play or Jordan, and just playing a slightly slower than my previous years, but nothing I haven't played before, and it's nothing I don't want to say unique because it is unique in the sense of it's been so long since I played this way, but yeah, I think overall it's a good system, and we're going to find a lot of success with it as long as everyone buys in and we play to the highest of our levels.
Yeah, honestly, for me, it's not too much different from what I'm used to on Sentinels. Actually, I feel like it's kind of a harder transition to go from our old roster and how we approach practice versus like in 2024 is what I'm talking about, versus this year. I think the kind of ideas and the way the game is being approached from my team or Sentinels and this team is pretty similar in my opinion. I think it's not been that much of a culture shock, and it's a lot of what I'm used to already. So it's been pretty easy for me to transition.
And then the follow up would be just about acclimating Timotino to the, moving out to LA. I'm assuming, I don't know if you're from LA, you moved out to LA. How's acclimating been to, Riot Studios and all that stuff?
I mean, it's been like, I'm from Montreal, so obviously it's a pretty big difference. Like moving to LA, especially because I just turned 18, so it's my first time like living alone. But everyone on How to Thieves have been super helpful at helping me like move in and everything. I mean, it's been really easy, a really easy transition, I would say.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Our next question is coming from Shio Wager.
Yep, back again. Asana, this time it's for you, my man. When it comes to the history of you on 100 Thieves, you've kind of been in that duelist role and room for a long time. Now the hallway's open. There's many other doors. You can jump back into that room a little bit. But what statement are you trying to make with your gameplay this season, this year? Where is Asana going inside the server? Who are you in 100 Thieves this time?
Honestly, I think it's one of those things that from an outside looking in, it's like, yeah, you probably have that question, but I've always been like, trying to play as supportive as I can for the past like 3 years for Matt, and Tim coming in is just like another player. And honestly, I've been trying to lean into that style a lot more. The past 2 years, it's just tough when the meta is double duelist and we don't have anyone else to play it, and we want to play that style. And I'll fill in and try to fill it to the best of my ability. And I'll have my moments and here and there and play it obviously to the highest level. Overall, I think the KO, I'm not going to say anymore, but KO, is one of my favorite agents. And, being able to play agents like that are supportive. And obviously, it's not what I'm known for, but I do think, I have like one of the best KOs in NA and in the world. So any agent that has like the capabilities to play like in a similar sense of that, that's what I've been trying to, lean towards for the past like 2 years, 3 years. And that's when we found the most success. And yeah, honestly, just like that sense. But overall, making a mark would be just winning, honestly. That's like
Nice.
the biggest thing. I don't care what happens. Like I could be going minus 30 every game, but as long as I win, I wouldn't care. So, that's like my goal. And that's like, no one will really care if I drop like, 1.2 rating, because at the end of the day, I've not won in like 6 years in my eyes. So that's like the only thing that matters.
The win is coming. The win is guaranteed coming. I promise you.
Yeah,
Bang, question for you as well. When it comes to this format, it's kind of the first time we've ever seen this, right? Triple elimination. You've had some experience playing both 100 Thieves before on Sun as well. Where do you think 100 Thieves is the strongest within this format? Are you looking forward to beating Lev, going against G2 and Sentinels? Are you guys stronger with a little bit of loss? Like, where do you feel like this team is going to operate and qualify from?
I mean, I just feel like obviously the goal is to just go straight to the uppers and just be like as best as we possibly can, but win every match we can, not losing. Obviously, I feel like if we do lose, there's only lessons to be learned. We're kind of still a new team. It's like it's not like we have this unbelievable high expectation on us, even though we probably set like high standards for ourselves. I feel like if we do lose, I think there will be a lot of learning, and I think that like honestly, just our goal is to just do as best as we possibly can with the amount of time that we have before our tournament. So wherever that takes us.
Yeah, I feel like right now, we haven't been doing a lot of losing in scrims. So
Yeah.
hopefully they don't come in back.
If scrims translate, then we should be going to
Yeah,
international.
upper will be there one way or another.
Nice. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Our next question is going to be Miguel from Sons of Chaos.
Hello guys, Miguel Soriano for Sons of Chaos back again. This going to be an open question. If anyone else or maybe some other ones wants to reply. We've seen the game transforming all over the years. We've gone from this Valorant with 4 ults happening at the same time, floating side, and you couldn't do a thing because you were flashed. The approach of the developers for this new year was like to focus a little bit more on the tactical shooter side rather than the ability side. So how do you guys feel with the current patch, with the updates made to the agents and the nerfs happening here and there? How do you feel the state of the game currently before going into the first stage of VCT?
I mean, I personally like it a lot. Like I feel like this new patch with a lot of the initiators being nerfed kind of fits our team really well, especially because we have somebody like Matt, it's like Cryo, who's like insane on chamber, and obviously having like less abilities, less like initiator util makes chamber a lot like way better in the sense that like you can't get pushed off lines like as easily. So like chamber becomes way stronger, and we have the best chamber like probably in the world. So I feel like that fits us like really well.
Thank you so much.
All right. Our next question is going to be from Ravish.
It was good, boys. Happy to see y'all back, man.
Real quick, bro. Peter, I want to go to you as well. First off, look, man, you've been here loyal as ever to the brand. I want you to talk to me about these 5 right here, right? You've seen constant iterations of this team go through a lot, trials and tribulations, right? If you were to give me like a sentence, maybe 5 words about this team, right? Talk to me about what the vision is, the vibe is, the overall modus operandi of today.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. 5 words. You have to give me a paragraph. I can write a lot about
You
this
give us a
team.
haiku.
Yeah, he wants me to do a poem. I mean,
I do love that.
I wish I could for you. Honestly, I'll just answer it a little bit longer. Overall, I think just I think we are setting high expectations for us from practice, and I think the goal will be winning. You know, honestly, when last time I teamed with Bang, I had one of my best years, and Cryo's insane. He's legit top 2 player, top 1 in NA every single year, and now we have Tim and Jordan coming over. So like we have insane expectations on ourselves, and I think that's like the main thing that we're trying to achieve here. And we didn't like set it because of I guess like the roster being built together is just from seeing ourselves play, and we just want to live up to that standard, and that's about it.
I like that a lot. Timo, quick question, bro. All right, I want to start the counter right away in the first week. How many aces we seeing from you till August, bro? What are we thinking?
Aces. Okay, you're setting like a
From
high
now till
expectation
August?
already.
August.
You're nice, bro. I know you're nice. Come on, you got that.
We give you aces. Other people, we steal them. You
I
don't.
mean-
We give it to you. Like when he's asking for an ace, we
Yeah,
give it
Pete
to
gives
him.
it to
But
you.
but
Pete
if
gives
I'm
it to
asking
you.
for the
August, by the way.
aces, he steals it.
August, a lot of months.
Tim.
I mean,
How many aces you
I'll
give?
set it as like 5
At least-
aces.
at least
How about 5?
5?
5 is good.
I
I
feel
think
like at
5 is
least 2 per
chill.
month though.
Oh,
I mean, I
Kinda
can't.
like you.
I
Alright,
can't say. I can't
five's
say
good.
20 aces.
No, yeah, you gotta be
Five's
humble.
good.
Humble
That's
king.
crazy.
He's humble.
Yeah,
5.
gotta be humble. I'll say 5. I'll say 5.
fine. You say 5, I'll say 10. Together 15. We got it, bro. Let's do it, man.
I mean, you're getting the 10, right?
Okay.
That's what it's talking about. GG's boy. Thank you all so much, man. Excited for y'all.
Thank you.
All right. Our next question is going to come from Pedro Romero.
Hey guys, quick mic check. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Perfect. Appreciate that. Pedro Romero, independent journalist. Likewise, appreciate you guys coming over and doing this media thing real quick. I'm gonna send this question over to Bang and Asuna. Asuna, I remember I had a quick interview with you at the end of the season. You mentioned about like the challenges that the previous iteration faced throughout the year that kind of prohibited you guys from getting into newer heights or big heights in the domestic league. And now at this point, we've seen this team practice for a decent amount of time, a few months now, ready to go. Kind of feels like now you guys are at the starting line. With that said, what do you feel is the biggest challenge that this team might face at the start of this year? And Bang, to you, if you have any insight or more so any perspective as to what the challenges might be from your point of view as well, given that you're basically returning to this team and returning in a pretty retooled fashion, I would say.
Yeah, I'll start with the beginning point of your question. Mainly, I think the last year we had a big problem slotting Xander into the system that we had, and in comparison to this year's system, I would say it's a lot easier for everyone to slot in because it's definitely a lot more of a universal game plan and style that we'll be playing. You can find it like across many teams. Obviously, we'll have our own spin on it and twists and turns, but we're not going to be forcing a style like last year where we're trying to play like Paper X basically would be the most similar example. And Xander is definitely more, it's foreign to him. And I think it took a while, and until he became an IGL, it was difficult. And yeah, going into this year, the biggest challenge I would say that I expect us to face would be just match time. How do we translate it? I have no idea exactly how that will look, and that's like the only thing. Everything else has been like perfect in practice. So as long as that's down, then we'll be a perfect team in my eyes. And we'll see where we have hiccups. Obviously, problems can develop throughout the year, and meta can change, and we can be slow on it. Right now, I feel like we have a pretty open team, and we're pretty good at solving problems and at the same page with problems that need to be solved and how to solve it. So excited for the year, and good things will happen.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with a lot of what he said, and I also think that I think people will probably be quick to think about us being a young team and that we have 2 rookies. are people that haven't been played in tier 1. But I feel like playing with them, I never feel like that. I feel like they're really experienced players and they know how to speak and give their opinion when needed. And so I never feel like I'm playing on a team with 2 rookies. It just kind of feels natural to me. Like everyone feels like they're stepping up in their own regard. But outside of that, when it comes to challenges, yeah, I feel like I'm not facing this challenge of being on a young team. It feels like an experienced team. And I mean, a lot of what he said, I think things in practice have been going very well. So being able to translate that would be like the only thing that I could think of being a challenge for our team, because right now things are looking pretty good. I feel like it can only go up from here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Our next question is going to be from Ichiman.
Hi again. Do you have any lucky charms and lucky items you keep when you play?
I mean, I just keep things that my girlfriend gives me. So like, I just have like a Pokemon keychain, a Clodsire, and then like, anything she gives me really overall, I'll just, make sure to wear it on game day. I don't wear it too much on a day to day, but overall game day, I make sure to wear everything I can that she has given me.
Okay, that's so cute.
I personally don't have anything.
Yeah, I have a random bracelet that she gave me, so I wear that. Yeah, I don't want to go too much.
That's cute.
Yeah,
That is pretty cute.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
I'm the same way with Tim. Me and him don't really wear anything.
my Omen keychain I gave you.
I don't have that.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I lost my keys. It's nothing about you.
Oh, he lost his keys. It's fine. But so he lost my
his keys.
keychain. I gave him a keychain of Omen.
I'm a clumsy guy.
And from my 2023 roster, I gave everyone like
you
I
just
think
threw that shit away.
Stellar. I gave a Killjoy. Derek, I gave Sova. Sean, I gave Omen.
I
And I
had
think
that.
Matt, I gave Jet.
I had that keychain all of last year too when I was on Sen the entire year. But yeah, unfortunately, I lost it.
Oh, good. Don't worry about it. I'll buy you a new one.
Thank
Simple.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Are there any other questions that anyone wants to ask?
I could ask a real quick one just to pop in. Yeah. All right. So to make up for you losing his keepsake here, so what are you gonna give him back, bro? Come on, man. It's not cool.
It's fine. You can just show up in matches and win. Drop 30. Can you give me that?
So how am I supposed to drop 30 without the keepsake?
I don't know.
I need a lucky charm. It's not like these.
All right. Then what else are
performances-
you gonna give
These
me?
performances don't come out of nowhere.
Okay. Well, we're
You gotta give me something.
I have to give him
Yeah,
now. He lost it, and now I have.
Yes, you did.
Okay. Yeah, I have to give him a
Think on it.
keychain.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah. We'll figure this out off screen.
Next interview,
not
I'll let you
public.
know what he gave
This
me.
is behind doors. We'll have to
Yeah,
solve. I'm
this
sorry.
is-
Too personal of a question.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause any strife with it. I'll make sure to be better next episode. Real quick, so what was really funny was that I remember at a lot of events, your parents came up to you and were very kind the entire time. But one thing they mentioned is like next time you talk to him, could you tell him to smile more on stage? That would look so serious.
That's what they
So
told you.
yeah, they told me to tell you to smile more on stage. Bro.
Don't worry. He's gonna be smiling more now that he has me on the
I'll
team.
make him smile as well.
It's gonna be a real challenge.
I'm sorry, I'm stealing your
He-
job. I'm
he's just
sorry.
stealing
I'm
my
sorry.
job.
Sorry.
I make him smile more. I even saw it. Like I think there was a photo of him doing content on 100 Thieves.
And you're already laughing.
Yeah, and he's smiling, laughing, and the comments were like, "I've never seen him smile this much on Sentinels." So
Hey.
don't worry about it.
It's gonna be a challenge. Smile with such hilarious people on my
Yeah,
team.
bro.
Come around.
I'm excited to see it, bro. Thanks, y'all.
All right. We have time for one more question if anyone has a last minute question. No, we can go ahead and end early as well.
Thank you, everyone, for the questions, and
Thank
hope
you
you all
guys.
have a good day.
Yeah. Was there any
Thank you
last
so
things
much.
you want to say? Any yes?
Well, I guess, thank you to the fans.
fans,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
basic
that's
stuff. Thank you to
Love
the
the
fans.
fans.
Thank you
He's
to
a
the
fan, he
family,
knows.
friends, everyone that supports us. It means everything to us.
Thank you.
Thank you
All right.
guys.
Thank you guys so much.